Think about the last time you cried. Maybe it was something that happened to you, a loss, a goodbye, something that just became too much to hold in. Or maybe, and this is the strange part, it wasn't about you at all. Maybe it was a film, a character who isn't real, in a story that never happened. Maybe it was a song, with no words you'd even remember. Maybe it was an old photo, or a voice you hadn't heard in years, and your eyes filled before you could even decide to feel anything. You didn't choose it, it just happened. Here's something most people never stop to think about. Lots of animals make tears. Dogs, elephants, even crocodiles. But not one of them cries because it feels something. Only humans do that. So why do we? To understand why, go back 100,000 years and picture a small child, an early human, hurt and frightened, separated for a moment from the people who keep him alive. His body reacts, his face changes, and his eyes fill with tears. Now, here's the important part. He doesn't just scream, and that difference matters more than it sounds. A scream is loud. It travels far in every direction, which means it reaches everything, including the predators that would happily find a small child alone in the dark. But tears are silent. You have to be close to even see them, close enough to already be safe, close enough to be family. So a crying face sends a very specific message. It calls for help, but only to the people right next to you. It's a signal for your group, invisible to everything else. The child's mother sees it and pulls him closer, and children who could send that signal got comforted faster and protected better. They were more likely to survive and to pass that same trait on. That's how a silent signal made of tears became part of being human. Now here's what actually happens in your body, and it's stranger than most people realize. You have 3 different kinds of tears. The first, called basal tears, keep your eyes moist all day. The second, called reflex tears, wash your eyes out when you cut an onion or get dust in them. Almost every animal with tear glands has these too. They're basic maintenance, nothing more. But the third kind is different. These are emotional tears, the ones that come when you feel something, and they appear in almost no other creature on Earth. They're not even chemically the same. When researchers analyzed emotional tears, they found something the other 2 didn't have: stress hormones, including cortisol, the chemical your body produces when it's overwhelmed. Think about what that means. When you cry from emotion, your body is literally flushing out stress chemistry and doing it through your face where other people can see it. Compare that to a dog. A dog in pain feels that pain, but its body keeps it sealed inside. There's no outward signal that says, "I'm suffering, come to me." Your body does the opposite. It takes what you're feeling on the inside and puts it on the outside, automatically, where others can read it instantly, without a single word. And that's the whole point. Humans didn't survive by being strong. They survived by staying together. And staying together means being able to show each other the truth about how you feel, fast, and in a way that's very hard to fake. That's exactly why tears are trusted. You can lie with words. It's much harder to lie with tears. You still use that same signal today. Every time something moves you, a film, a song, a memory, your body answers the way it always has. Not with words, with your face. You're not crying because you're a lost child in a field anymore. You're crying because something reached the part of you that has always known how to ask for connection. And that part isn't really something you invented. It was passed down to you by 100,000 years of people who survived because they could reach each other, because their faces could show what they felt. So when your eyes fill at something you can't quite explain, you're not being weak, and you're not being too much. You're doing one of the most human things there is. You're letting someone see what's really going on inside you. Tears are a language older than any words you know. You never had to learn it. It was already there the first time something moved you, and it will still be there the last. You've been speaking it your whole life, long before you had any words at all.